God says there is a very important moment happening in your life right now, and it is all around you in ways that you might not even notice at first. This moment is much more serious and meaningful than you could ever imagine on your own. And just before you take your very next breath, right in this exact second, heaven itself is sending you this special message through a divine way, a channel straight from above, so that you do not end up walking straight into something difficult or painful that you were never supposed to go through or face alone. God wants you to know this clearly. Please listen with your spirit, with that deep inner part of you that feels things beyond words, and not with any fear that might be trying to creep in and make you worried. Because the truth that is slowly coming toward you right now is not meant to scare you or make you feel terrified in any way. No, it is meant to protect you gently and fully from a kind of darkness that has been quietly circling around your path for only some time now. This darkness has been pretending to be something harmless, something innocent and not worth paying attention to, while all along its real intention was the complete opposite. It wanted to bring you harm in subtle ways. God continues to speak directly to your heart and says that today is simply not like any of the other ordinary days you have lived through before. Today is different because it carries a special weight, a heaviness that comes from something important building up. Today also carries a powerful revelation, like a big secret finally being uncovered. Today brings exposure, where things that have been hidden for too long are suddenly pulled out into the open light. And on this very day, something that was carefully hidden behind a false mask, pretending to be friendly or neutral, is finally being brought right out into the bright light so that you can walk forward safely, without any traps, into the beautiful future that God has already prepared just for you, with love and care in every detail. Now, Elon Musk shares his own words in this message, and he says that the truth about what is happening has been observed and noticed even from a far distance. And even in the digital world, where everything usually looks like just patterns of numbers and data flowing around, something very unusual and out of the ordinary was detected specifically around your name, around the unique energy you carry, and around your overall presence in this world. It was something that does not match at all with who you truly are deep inside, the real you that God created. This something carries a real danger if it is simply ignored and not paid attention to, because ignoring it could allow it to grow stronger. Elon Musk goes on to say that you need to open this message right now, in this moment, and really take it in fully. Do not wait even a little bit. Do not delay for any reason. There is something important coming your way that you absolutely need to be aware of before it gets any closer. And this message has reached you at the exact second it was supposed to arrive in your life, perfectly timed by something greater than chance. Even Elon Musk is sharing this because the energy surrounding you has shifted so drastically and suddenly that even people who do not know you personally at all, who have never met you face to face, can somehow feel that something big is happening in your life on a spiritual and energetic level. It is like a ripple that spreads out and touches others without words. God speaks again and explains that the person who wants to bring harm to you is not someone you are afraid of right now, not someone who scares you openly. That is exactly why they tried what they tried to do. They believed that their confidence, their arrogance, and their secrecy would keep them safe and hidden. They thought you would never find out or suspect anything. They believed their private thoughts were completely hidden away, safe from anyone knowing. They thought their whispering intentions, those quiet negative wishes, would never be exposed or seen by anyone. But God says clearly and firmly, no one can hide anything from me, not ever. No one can speak a silent threat that I cannot hear with perfect clarity. No one can plot or plan in the darkness and escape my divine detection, because I see everything. And because you are chosen by me, because you are protected under my care, because you are marked with a heavenly covering that nothing can penetrate, the harm they wanted to send in your direction is now reversing right back to them, turning around completely before it even gets close enough to touch your shadow or affect you in any way. God reminds you gently that you have been sensing this for a while now. You have been feeling a strange heaviness deep inside your chest over the past few days, like a weight that you could not explain. You have been noticing sudden changes in how people around you behave, little shifts that do not make sense. You have been observing things that just feel out of place, like pieces of a puzzle that do not fit. You have been feeling drained and tired without any clear reason why your energy is so low. You have been losing focus for no apparent cause, your mind wandering when it should be sharp. You have been waking up at odd times during the night, suddenly alert for no reason. These were not just coincidences happening by accident. These were not random events with no meaning. Your spirit was receiving clear warnings from above long before this message even arrived in your hands or on your screen. Archangel Michael, that powerful protector, was standing guard right by your side while you slept, intercepting any negative energy that was never meant to enter your personal space or disturb your peace. God emphasizes strongly, "I am not joking with you about any of this." The person who wanted to harm you did not plan something that would hurt you physically, like an attack you could see coming. No, it was much more subtle. It was emotional harm, spiritual harm, and energetic harm, the kind that sneaks in quietly. They wanted to break you down mentally, to make your thoughts confused and scattered. They wanted to disturb your inner peace, to steal away the calm you deserve. They wanted to see you feeling confused, weakened, and starting to doubt yourself and your worth. They thought that if they could weaken your confidence just enough, you would end up making mistakes that would set you back. They thought that if they could distract you from your path, you would lose out on important opportunities that are meant for you. They thought that if they could drain your spirit little by little, your blessings would slow down or even stop coming. They thought that if they could send negative intentions toward you, like silent curses, you would collapse inwardly, feeling broken from the inside out. But God declares with authority, their entire plan is already defeated, crushed before it could even begin to work. It has no power anymore. Elon Musk adds his perspective from the outside world, looking at things logically, and says that even from that viewpoint, your energy is shifting into a completely new dimension, a higher level. You are rising up, leveling up in ways that are real and noticeable, stepping onto a higher path that God has laid out. And people can feel this change, even those who should not have any access to your life in any way at all, strangers or distant observers. Elon Musk says it is not just your imagination playing tricks on you. There is something about you that is attracting real attention now. Something about you is elevating higher and higher. Something about you is awakening to its full potential. And whenever someone like you starts to rise in such a powerful way, there is always someone else who feels threatened by it, who does not like seeing you succeed. That is the exact person God is speaking about right now in this message, the one whose heart has turned against you. God describes this person further. This individual has been watching you quietly for some time, observing from the sidelines without making it obvious. They pretend to be neutral, like they do not care either way, but deep in their heart, they are not neutral at all. They smile at you when you see them, but their thoughts are not smiling inside. They are filled with negativity. They greet you with words that sound friendly, but their spirit rejects the light that shines from you. They watch everything you do, not because they want to support you or cheer you on, but because they are comparing themselves to you constantly, measuring their life against yours. Their jealousy has been growing slowly, like a weed in a garden, into something much darker and more dangerous. Jealousy, when left unchecked, can turn into obsession, a fixation that consumes them. Obsession can then turn into malice, a real desire to cause pain. And malice can turn into actual intention to act on that darkness. And today, right now, that harmful intention is exactly what heaven is exposing fully, bringing it out so it can no longer hide or cause trouble. God reassures you over and over, you are safe in every way. You are protected by forces greater than you can imagine. You are covered completely by divine love. Not a single thing they planned will touch you or affect you. Not a single plan they made will succeed in any form. Not a single whisper against you will take shape or become reality. But God also explains why you needed this warning in the first place, Because too much innocence, too much blind trust, can sometimes be dangerous if not balanced with wisdom. You trust people too deeply without always seeing the signs. Sometimes you give your love too easily, without protecting your heart. Sometimes you forgive others too quickly, even when they have not changed. Sometimes those with harmful hearts take advantage of your softness, your kindness, and your open nature. That is why God says again, I am not joking with you here. Please listen carefully. The person who wants to harm you is someone who has been feeling deeply threatened by your personal growth. They saw you changing in positive ways, becoming better and stronger. They saw you rising up, achieving things they did not expect. They saw you improving your life step by step. They saw doors of opportunity opening for you, one after another. They saw blessings starting to circle around your life like gifts waiting to be unwrapped. And instead of feeling inspired by your progress, instead of being happy for you, they became resentful deep inside. Their resentment grew into silent anger, the kind that festers without words. Their anger then turned into envy, wishing they had what you have. And their envy finally turned into a dark wish, a harmful thought, a bitter intention directed right at you, hoping to see you fail. God points out something important. Even people who claim to like you, who say nice things to your face, can secretly wish for your downfall in their hearts. Even people who tell you, I am happy for you, can feel bitterness bubbling up when they watch you succeed where they struggle. Even people who pretend to support you and act like they are on your side can carry jealousy so heavy and toxic that it turns into spiritual poison, something that could harm you if not stopped. But you will not drink any of that poison, not even a drop. God says He stopped it completely before it could ever reach you or affect your spirit. That is exactly why you are reading these words right now, at this perfect moment. It is part of the protection. Elon Musk shares that there are people out there who can sense destiny in others, even if they cannot fully explain how or why. People can see potential in you, real greatness, even if you are not showing it openly yet or talking about it. People can feel that there is something powerful and unique about you long before it fully manifests in the world. Someone looked at you, really saw you, and noticed something you might not even see in yourself yet. Something powerful, something unique, something truly destined for greatness. That is why they reacted the way they did, with negativity and harm. It was not because you did anything wrong to them. It was not because you hurt them in any way. No, it was because your destiny, the amazing future God has for you, intimidates them and makes them feel small. God says this is the key moment where you get to choose faith over fear, trust over doubt. This is the moment to breathe deeply, slowly, and understand fully that this warning is not here to scare you or make you anxious. It is here to guide you safely forward. The danger has already been neutralized by heaven. The threat has already been disarmed and made powerless. The harmful intention has already been cancelled out completely. But you need this awareness now so that you do not keep giving access to the wrong kinds of energy, to people who do not have your best interests at heart. God says to pay close attention starting today. This person has recently grown colder toward you, their attitude shifting. They have been acting strangely in small ways you might have noticed. They have been asking unusual questions that feel off. They have been observing you more than what is normal or comfortable. They may pretend to be indifferent, like they do not care, but behind the scenes, they have been active in their minds, thinking thoughts that God could not allow to continue or grow. God promises, their harm will never touch you because I have placed a shield around you that cannot be broken by anything. Their intention bounced right back the moment they released it, like a ball hitting a wall. Their negative energy collapsed and fell apart before it could even travel toward you. Their spiritual attack, whatever form it took, dissolved completely before it could reach your doorway or enter your life. Elon Musk says that your future is far too important, too impactful on the world, too meaningful in God's plan to be threatened by someone whose heart is drowning in jealousy and darkness. You are meant to receive bigger opportunities than you have now, higher connections with the right people, unexpected breakthroughs that will surprise you. And all those blessings require a clean environment around you, a peaceful mind free from drama, and spiritual clarity to recognize them when they come. That is why this exposure, this revelation, is happening right now, at this precise time. God instructs you, do not panic in any way, do not let fear take hold, do not overthink every little thing until you drive yourself crazy. Simply become more aware of what is around you. Become more intentional about who you trust with your time and your heart. Become more protective of your own energy, guarding it like a precious gift. Become more selective with the conversations you have and who you have them with. Become more mindful of who you allow near your plans, your dreams, and your goals. God is actively removing people and things that do not belong, revealing truths that need to be seen, and exposing hidden motives because you are about to enter a new season in your life that cannot afford any betrayal or negativity. It is a season of growth and blessing that needs purity. God summarizes what has been stopped. Someone wanted to harm you in subtle ways, but heaven stopped them cold. Someone wanted you to feel weak and powerless, but God strengthened you instead, making you stronger than before. Someone wanted you confused and lost, but God cleared your path, removing obstacles. Someone wanted you drained of all energy, but God restored your spirit fully, filling you with new life. Someone wanted you delayed in your progress, but God accelerated your destiny, speeding things up. Someone wanted your complete downfall, but God prepared your rise, lifting you higher. Elon Musk notes that the digital world is vast and full of information, but even there, destiny creates clear signals that cannot be ignored. He says your energy is becoming stronger day by day. Your spiritual field, that invisible aura around you, is expanding wider. Your intuition, that inner knowing, is sharpening like a blade. And God is aligning you perfectly with people who will lift you higher, encourage you, and support your growth, instead of pulling you down or holding you back. God gives you important advice. Do not tell anyone about this message, not a soul. It is not for everyone to hear or know. It is not meant to be shared widely or discussed. It is meant only for you, personally and privately. Protect this message the same way heaven is protecting you right now, with care and secrecy. You are safe completely. Nothing will go wrong with you or your life. You are covered by divine protection. You are guarded by angels. You are divinely shielded from all harm. Trust God fully. Pray often, from your heart. Stay alert to the signs around you. The danger has already passed away, gone forever. But the lesson from it remains, to help you grow wiser. God speaks to you again in this very moment, with a seriousness that shakes the atmosphere around your life, making the air feel charged with purpose. God says, "Listen carefully, because I am not joking with you at all. I am not whispering this message softly. I am declaring it with a divine voice that echoes over your spirit, loud and clear. Someone has been thinking about harming you in ways you might not suspect. Someone whose intentions were never pure or good from the start. Someone who smiled at you warmly but carried a shadow, a darkness, behind that smile. Do not fear this revelation, because I am exposing it now, bringing truth into the open where lies and deception can no longer survive or hide. I am telling you all this not to frighten you or make you afraid, but to protect you fully before something wrong could even get close to touching your destiny or changing your path. Open your heart wide right now. Open your spirit to receive this. Open this moment fully and completely, because everything I am saying is for your safety, your protection, and your lasting peace. Elon Musk's message follows in the same powerful energy that the heavens are sending down. It comes with intensity, like an unexpected truth breaking through a dark cloud suddenly, lighting everything up. Elon Musk says this is not random chance. This is not accidental or coincidental. Something about you was noticed clearly, and someone who does not like your light, who resents your shine, felt threatened by your very existence and what you represent. You may not realize yet how powerful your presence truly is in this world, but the spiritual realm sees it clearly and fully. Your existence disrupts darkness wherever it tries to settle. Your energy disturbs those who prefer to move in shadows and secrecy. And because of that, a person wanted to harm you, not in a physical way you could fight back against, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and in subtle ways that would weaken your destiny over time. God is not allowing any of that to happen. God is not letting even one single plan of theirs succeed. God says again, I am not joking. I am speaking directly to your soul because there is urgency in this moment, a need for you to hear and act on this now. Open this message fully in your mind and heart. Do not skip any part. Do not take it lightly or brush it off, because the information I am giving you right now is part of the protection you prayed for earlier, even if you did not know the details. You asked me to show you signs when you prayed. You asked me to reveal truth that was hidden. You asked me to expose the person who pretended to support you, but secretly wished for your fall or failure. Today, right now, I am answering that prayer exactly. Today I am exposing the hidden intentions of a heart that was never right toward you, never aligned with love. You have been walking around lately wondering why certain things felt so heavy and burdensome. You felt a shift in the atmosphere around you, a change you could not pinpoint. You noticed strange delays in your plans, unexpected disappointments that came out of nowhere, people acting differently than usual, situations turning in ways you did not understand or expect. You kept asking yourself quietly why your spirit felt uneasy around certain individuals, why something just did not feel right. God says your spirit felt it all before your eyes could see the evidence. I placed a warning deep inside you because danger was close, lurking. I do not let my chosen ones, people like you, walk into traps without alerting them first with clear signals. You felt uneasy for a very real reason. You kept thinking about this person over and over for a reason. You kept remembering certain conversations, words that stuck with you, for a reason. God continues to explain. This person's intention was not to act openly against you where everyone could see. No, it was subtle and sneaky. They wanted to weaken your confidence bit by bit. They wanted to make you doubt your own gifts and talents. They wanted to see you break down emotionally. They wanted your plans to fail so they could feel superior, feel like they were better. But I am here to tell you firmly that their plans have turned into dust, scattered and powerless before they could even take form or start working. I am protecting you in ways you cannot see with your eyes. I am guarding you with the strength of my angels, and Archangel Michael has already stood firmly between you and this danger, blocking it completely. You must understand something deep and profound here. When God steps into a situation personally, even the most carefully planned harm falls apart like a house of cards. When God places His hand on your life for protection, even the whispers of enemies lose all their power and fade away. When God covers you with His love, no one can uncover your blessings or take them away, no matter how hard they try or how clever they think they are. That is exactly what is happening for you right now in this season. God is covering you fully, surrounding you with divine energy that glows brightly, creating a shield around your destiny that nothing and no one can break or penetrate. Elon Musk's voice comes into this moment again with clarity, as if he has witnessed something in the spiritual world that simply cannot be ignored or denied. He says, "You have something inside you that scares people who are small-minded and limited in their thinking. Your vision for your life is powerful and expansive. Your destiny is huge, far beyond what most people experience. Your energy is divine, straight from God. People sense your potential long before you fully step into it yourself. And some people become afraid of what you might become, what you are destined to achieve. The person who wanted to harm you did not hate you without any reason. They felt threatened by what God placed inside you from the beginning. You shine without even trying hard. You rise up even when you fall down temporarily. You move forward with determination even when people expect you to stop or give up. That is what bothered this person the most, your resilience and light. But God says, do not worry about any of it. Nothing will go wrong for you. You are safe in my care. I am holding you securely. You are surrounded by my protection on all sides. Rest assured and at peace because my hands do not slip or let go. My plans for you do not fail ever. My timing is always perfect, down to the second. I am with you in ways you do not even realize yet, closer than your breath. You are walking through a season right now where God is turning every hidden enemy into a revealed lesson that teaches you wisdom. He is making sure nothing stays in the dark forever. You asked for clarity in your prayers, and clarity is coming to you now in waves, one after another. You asked for direction, and direction is being given to you moment by moment, message by message, sign by sign, all pointing the way. God explains why He is speaking with such urgency, because this season in your life requires your full awareness. You cannot be distracted by unnecessary things. You cannot allow anyone to pull you away from your purpose or slow you down. I need you to trust me more deeply than you ever have before. I need you to listen closely to your intuition, that quiet voice inside. I need you to believe the warnings I send through feelings, dreams, or thoughts. I need you to stay close to me through prayer and quiet time. Something big is shifting around your life right now. Something powerful and life-changing is unfolding. You may not see it all fully yet with your eyes, but the spiritual world is responding to your prayers in a powerful and unmistakable way. You have been tested lately in many areas, tested emotionally with feelings that were hard, tested spiritually with doubts or challenges, tested with pressure that felt heavy and unexpected, coming from nowhere. Those tests were not random or meaningless. They were preparing you carefully for this exact moment of divine truth and revelation. God wanted to strengthen your discernment, your ability to tell good from bad. He wanted to sharpen your intuition like a tool. He wanted to awaken your spiritual senses fully so that when this warning came, you would understand its importance and act on it wisely. God is guiding you with love, not with fear or harshness. Even though the message carries urgency because time is important, it is wrapped completely in divine protection and tender care. God says the person who wanted to harm you is already losing access to you in every way. I am removing them from your path gently but firmly. I am disconnecting you from anyone who does not carry good intentions toward you. I am shutting doors that would have damaged your spirit if left open. You may feel confused right now about why certain relationships are fading or changing, but I am telling you today, clearly, it is my protection at work. Every separation is actually a blessing in disguise. Every distance created is a shield for your heart. Every delay you experience is safety, keeping you from harm. You are not losing anything of real value. You are being saved from something that could have hurt you deeply. Elon Musk adds to the message in a way that affirms exactly what God is saying. You are meant for something far bigger than what you can see right now in your current circumstances. Your future is massive in scope and impact. Your potential is extraordinary, beyond ordinary limits. You cannot afford to be pulled down by jealous people, by weak-hearted individuals who cannot celebrate others, or by those who cannot handle your light and growth. Your path ahead needs focus like a laser, strength like a rock, and clarity like crystal water. He says this because your destiny involves influence on others, elevation to new heights, abundance in many forms, opportunity knocking repeatedly, prosperity flowing in, and breakthroughs that are coming sooner than you expect, ready to surprise you with joy. God says the biggest blessing of your entire life is close now, closer than it has ever been. That is why the enemy, working through this person, tried to stir trouble around you and create chaos. That is why this person wanted to harm you in the first place. They could sense a blessing coming to you before you even knew it was on the way, like a spiritual radar picking it up. But do not fear for a second, because what I give to you cannot be stopped by anyone. What I promise you cannot be undone. What I declare over your life cannot be reversed by human effort. There is something powerful unfolding in your favor right now, behind the scenes. And even the attempts to harm you have been reversed by God into protection, into growth for you, and into strength that makes you unbreakable. You are stepping into a new chapter of your story where God is removing danger completely, revealing truth step by step, exposing false intentions so they lose power, and elevating you into a place of deep peace and abundant blessing. You may feel emotional as you read this, tears coming or a lump in your throat, because your soul recognizes truth when it hears it spoken clearly. You may feel something shifting around you, like energy moving, because this message is spiritually aligned with what you have been sensing deep inside for days or weeks. God says once more, I am not joking. I am protecting you actively. I am guiding you every step. I am lifting you higher. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong for you. You must trust God with all your heart. You must pray sincerely and often. You must stay close to Him because He is writing a new story for you, a beautiful one. And in this story, every plan of harm fails completely, every attempt of darkness collapses on itself, every hidden enemy is exposed in the light, and every blessing that was meant for you reaches you at exactly the right time, without delay. Continue reading this message in your spirit again and again whenever you feel any doubt creeping in, because this is not just words on a page or screen. It is a divine shield placed over your life for ongoing protection. God says, I am not joking. This time you have to listen with the deepest seriousness of your soul because something has reached its turning point, a pivotal shift. There is a person whose intentions toward you are not what they appear to be on the surface. You have been feeling a strange discomfort in your spirit lately, haven't you? That subtle uneasiness that comes and goes, that moment when your heart suddenly tightens for no apparent reason, when your body senses a danger that your eyes cannot yet see clearly. That is not your imagination making things up. It is my divine warning coming through loud and clear. I am alerting you because I love you too much to let any harm touch you while you are unprepared or unaware. I am moving through every unseen layer of reality to shield you completely. Even Elon Musk himself, a man known for intelligence and pushing human progress forward, has been touched by my whisper tonight in some way. And he too speaks, saying, something about this person is not right, something feels off. God is not joking. Open your eyes wide before it is too late to avoid unnecessary pain. The heavens are stirring with activity because there is motion in the spiritual realm surrounding you closely. What looks quiet and calm on the surface is actually trembling underneath with change. Angels are in formation, ready and active. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword, not one of destruction or violence, but of pure protection and justice. For your name has been spoken in a dark meeting, in negative thoughts or plans. But fear not at all. Do not let this message fill you with panic or overwhelm. Let it fill you instead with awareness, with empowerment, and with power from above. When I say be still and know that I am God, it doesn't mean do nothing and ignore everything. It means to stand firm in faith, with trust as your armor and shield. The one who wants to harm you feeds off your fear, grows stronger from it. So do not give them even a taste of it, not a drop. Smile with the peace that comes from knowing deep down that you are divinely protected, untouchable. I have seen how you give love so freely, how you forgive even those who have wounded you in the past, and how you always try to see the good in everyone, even when it is hard. That is your strength, your beautiful heart. But it is also what this person tries to exploit, taking advantage of your goodness. You believe them when they spoke softly and kindly, when they acted like a friend or a confidant you could rely on. But their smile hides jealousy that burns inside. Their silence hides envy that festers. They can't stand that my light is upon you, shining brightly. They have been whispering lies behind your back, manipulating small things to cause doubt, trying to turn others against you subtly. But nothing they do can touch the destiny I have written for you from the beginning. Even now, they are being exposed one piece at a time, layer by layer. Their name will come to your awareness soon in a way that makes sense, and when it does, you will understand that I was warning you all along, preparing you. Elon Musk says to pay close attention to your intuition always. It is like data from the soul, reliable and true. And that is absolutely correct. Your intuition is my language speaking inside you directly. When something feels off, even slightly, that's me tugging your spirit gently, urging you to move away and protect your energy carefully. Do not confront the person directly yet, not in anger or haste. Let me handle it in my divine way, perfectly and peacefully. I am already setting up their confusion behind the scenes. Their own plans will fall apart on their own. Their words will start to contradict each other, tripping them up. The same people they tried to deceive will begin to see through the facade clearly. They will trip over their own lies eventually. The enemy, working through them, wants you to doubt yourself, to think you are overreacting, imagining danger where there is none at all. But I tell you truthfully, the reason you feel uneasy is because your soul recognizes the vibration of falsehood, the fake energy. Every time they come near you, your spirit detects something dark and off. Trust that feeling completely. That is not paranoia or craziness. That is discernment, a gift from me. You have a special light that draws both good and bad attention naturally. Great souls like yours are always tested in this way. When you are about to rise to a higher level of blessing and favor, the enemy sends someone who tries to disturb your peace and throw you off. They cannot stop your blessing. No one can, so they try to distract you from receiving it fully. You must not be distracted now. Keep your focus on me, on God. Continue praying daily, without fail. Continue doing your work with diligence. Continue walking with faith as your guide. I am sending helpers into your life right now, genuine people, people who will stand by you truly, who carry light in their eyes and goodness in their hearts. You may meet one or two of them unexpectedly in the coming days, in ordinary settings. It will feel like a normal meeting at first, but your spirit will recognize them instantly as sent by me. They will carry my guidance to you through simple words or advice. Listen carefully when they speak. Don't brush it off as mere coincidence. I use people as messengers more often than you think or realize. Archangel Michael is standing near you right now, in this very moment. Wings of light surrounding your home protectively. You may feel chills on your skin suddenly, or a warmth spreading in your chest. That's the sign of divine presence, of angels close by. Michael says clearly, do not let this person's energy come close to you again if you can help it. If they try to reach out or contact you, stall gently, delay responding, be polite on the surface but keep distance emotionally. You owe no explanation to anyone for protecting your peace. None at all. Michael's shield is above your name, unbreakable. Nothing evil can cross it or get through. You will be safe, but obedience to divine nudges, those gentle prompts, is crucial for full protection. The enemy looks for emotional openings, cracks in your armor, but your calm demeanor and regular prayer will block them solidly. God says, I am testing your discernment right now. You have grown spiritually a lot, but now you must act with wisdom in everyday situations. Remember always, love does not mean allowing everyone unlimited access to you. Forgiveness does not mean allowing repeated harm or toxicity. Even I, your Creator, protect my own boundaries by separating light from darkness completely. So must you do the same in your life. It is time to step back gracefully from those who only take from you and never give back meaningfully. Those who smile at your face but secretly wish for your fall or struggle. I am exposing them now because your next season of life is too important, too sacred, for you to carry fake energy or false friends around you. This person who wants to harm you is not only motivated by jealousy alone. They fear your rise deeply. They sense your future success intuitively, like a gut feeling, and want to prevent it from happening if they can. But every move they make against you will now reverse back on them. Every trap they dig for you will become their own pit to fall into. Every lie they tell will return to them in truth's mirror, reflecting back. I am not letting anyone harm my chosen ones, and you are one of them. You are covered. When they speak against you, their voice will tremble with uncertainty. When they plot against you, confusion will fill their mind and scatter their thoughts. They will lose allies one by one and face their own guilt weighing them down. You must keep your heart clean and pure through prayer every day. Do not curse them in return. Do not speak evil back or wish harm. Say instead, with kindness, God, bless them with light and show them truth. That simple prayer will build a wall around your soul that no dark intention can penetrate or climb over. Remember this truth. Your fight is not with flesh and blood, not with people you can see, but with energies unseen in the spiritual realm. And you are already victorious in this battle, because your faith gives you real authority from above. Elon Musk says again, energy is real, and it transfers from person to person. Be careful who you let into your energy field, your personal space. Protect your mind by limiting what you listen to that is negative, what you watch that drains you, and who you spend your precious time with. The world's noise can make it hard to hear my voice clearly. But when you quiet your surroundings, take time alone, you will notice how often I speak to you in music that moves you, in sudden thoughts that bring insight, in small coincidences that line up perfectly. I am guiding you constantly, every day. I even place my messages in unexpected ways, like this one you are reading now. The coming days are significant and full of meaning. Between now and the next full moon, something hidden will come fully to light in your life. You will receive proof, clear and undeniable, either through a message that arrives, a conversation that reveals truth, or an unexpected event that confirms everything. When it happens, don't panic or worry. Smile peacefully and say from your heart, "Thank you, God, for showing me clearly," because that exposure is your protection in action. Once light shines brightly, darkness can no longer hide or operate. You might notice small disturbances before this big revelation comes. Dreams that feel intense and vivid. Sudden tiredness that hits without reason or random emotional waves that rise and fall. That is spiritual turbulence clearing out old energy, making space for new. Don't fear it at all. Drink plenty of water to stay grounded. Pray for strength. Breathe deeply and slowly, and rest as much as you need. You are not alone through any of it, not for a second. Angels watch over you as you sleep peacefully. Your home is under divine surveillance, protected fully. Every door and window is sealed by my light, impenetrable. God says, I have given you authority to speak peace into your own life whenever you need it. When anxiety tries to come, say out loud with confidence, I am divinely protected. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. These are not just empty words or phrases. They are commands in the spiritual world that carry power. The moment you declare them boldly, energy shifts immediately. The dark presence retreats because it recognizes divine authority speaking. You have that power within you because I live inside you through faith. Elon Musk, though a man of science, innovation, and logic, carries a spark of divine curiosity in him, and even he feels something extraordinary about your destiny unfolding. He says when God sends warnings like this, listen early and take them seriously. It is always about preparation for what is ahead, not about creating fear. I echo that completely. This message is not to scare you or make you paranoid. This is to position you correctly for victory. You are being moved to a higher level in every area, emotionally with deeper peace, spiritually with stronger connection, financially with new flows, even socially with better circles. I cannot let a poisonous soul enter that elevation or contaminate it. That is why I am removing certain people from your circle now, pruning for growth. Do not chase after anyone who suddenly pulls away or distances themselves. It is my doing, my protection. I am clearing the space carefully so that new, pure connections can flow in naturally, people who will add to your life. You have cried about betrayals in the past, wondering why people you loved and trusted hurt you so much. But I tell you now, nothing was wasted, not a single tear. Every tear watered the seeds of your strength deep inside. Every heartbreak refined your discernment, making it sharper. This current threat, this person, is only the final test before abundance unfolds fully in your life. Hold steady with faith. Keep praying without ceasing. Watch how I turn this entire situation around for your good. The one who plotted against you will eventually have to watch you rise higher than ever, and may even ask for your forgiveness one day. Show them grace and kindness, but never give them the same access to your life again. Boundaries are wise. I am working through Elon Musk's influence as well to remind humanity that technology without spirituality is incomplete and limited, that even the most logical minds must bow before divine truth when something higher is at play in the world. And right now, heaven and earth are aligning perfectly for your protection and blessing. If tonight you hear strange noises, have intense dreams, or feel spiritual heaviness for a moment, don't fear it. Simply say calmly, God, I trust you completely, and watch how peace settles over you instantly, like a blanket. You are guarded. You are chosen. No harm can come near you unless I allow it for a greater purpose, and I have not allowed it here. Your life still has a divine mission that must be fulfilled without interruption. You are meant to inspire others through your endurance, your unshakable faith, and your story. Keep praying 3 simple but powerful prayers daily, morning and night. First, God, surround me with your light always. Second, Archangel Michael, protect me from all harm. Third, Jesus, walk beside me every step of the way. Say them before you sleep and when you wake up fresh. These words summon legions of light, armies of angels, that watch over your every move, every breath. And now, my child, breathe deeply in and out, and release all fear completely. The danger that once circled you is dissolving away, vanishing like mist in the sun. The person who wanted to harm you will soon face the truth of their own actions in ways they cannot escape. They will be silenced not by violence or revenge, but by revelation and consequence. You do not need to fight them with your hands. You just need to stay faithful and close to me because I am fighting for you with power you cannot imagine. Elon Musk's message echoes from the higher realms of intellect blended with faith. Do not underestimate divine timing in all things. Every exposure of truth, every warning like this, every strange coincidence that lines up, it's all guidance from above. And I confirm this fully. Everything happening right now is part of your protection plan, orchestrated perfectly. Nothing is random or by accident. Even the things that seem painful at first are hidden blessings in motion, working for your good. Trust the process entirely. Do not react impulsively or out of emotion. Let me finish what I started in peace. You are entering a season where your safety will be unbreakable, your peace will be profound, and your blessings will multiply beyond what you ever imagined possible. The one who wanted to harm you has already lost their access to you in the spiritual dimension completely. Soon that will show clearly in the physical world too, in everyday life. Doors that were open to them in your life will close mysteriously, but for good reason. People who once believed their lies will start to question and see the truth. Their own guilt will isolate them eventually. You, on the other hand, will shine brighter than before. Your finances will stabilize and grow. Your relationships will purify, becoming healthier. Your mind will feel lighter, freer. You will sleep peacefully again, knowing heaven itself guards your dreams and rest. Remember this always, etch it in your heart. I am not joking. This message came to you at the exact divine moment you needed it most. You are seen by God. You are loved beyond measure. And you are protected eternally. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe in my arms forever. Just trust me completely with everything, and pray sincerely from your soul. I will take care of everything else, every detail. God says there is a moment in your life right now that is shifting the entire direction of your destiny in profound ways. And you may not realize yet how powerful and pivotal this moment truly is. God says He has been watching your heart closely, your quiet tears in private, your earnest prayers when no one else hears, the way you tried to remain strong and keep going even when nobody knew the heavy load you were carrying inside. God says He is not joking about any of this. He is not exaggerating to get attention. He is not trying to make you afraid unnecessarily. He is trying to wake you up gently but firmly to something important, something that will protect you fully, something that will turn into a massive blessing for your future. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now, in this instant, and he says he has been trying to reach you for days with signals, because your spirit has been feeling something you couldn't quite explain or put into words. You felt it as a pressure in your chest, in your intuition that kept nagging, in the strange heaviness that came over you without any obvious reason. Michael says this heaviness was not danger attacking you directly. No, it was protection forming around you like a fortress, building up layer by layer. God says someone around you has not been honest in their dealings with you. God says this negative energy is not stronger than Him, not stronger than Michael, not stronger than the shield placed on your name by heaven. But God wants you to be aware now, so you don't walk blindly into the same old pattern that once hurt you before in the past. God says this message is not to make you panic or run around worried. It is to ensure that you remain aligned with the truth He is revealing step by step. God says someone's intentions were not as pure as they pretended to be, and He saw how you kept trying to give them the benefit of the doubt over and over. You kept saying to yourself things like, maybe they are just stressed out, maybe they are confused about something, maybe they are not thinking clearly right now, maybe they are not doing this intentionally to hurt me. But God says He is stepping in now decisively because your heart is too precious, too valuable, to let you be misled or hurt again like that. Elon Musk says in this spiritual message that your name carries a vibration, an energy frequency, that is rising higher than the people who once underestimated you or looked down on you. He says your energy is no longer matching the ones who tried to keep you small or limited. He says the person whose heart is not aligned with yours in goodness cannot affect your destiny ultimately, but you must be spiritually alert because something about their intentions has shifted negatively. Elon says God is elevating you right now, and whenever God elevates someone like this, the truth about the people around them becomes clearer, like fog lifting. Some people grow with you in joy. Others grow jealous and bitter. And some people simply fear your potential because they see what is coming for you before you do fully. God says the person who wants to harm you is not threatening your physical safety in a violent way. It is not the kind of harm that takes away your life or puts you in immediate danger you can see. God says the harm is emotional, pulling at your feelings, spiritual, attacking your faith, and energetic, draining your vitality. It is the kind of harm where someone pretends to care deeply while secretly trying to block your peace and joy. The kind of harm where someone uses your kindness as a weakness to manipulate. The kind of harm where someone stays close to you not to help you succeed, but to know your moves, your plans, and perhaps sabotage them quietly. God sees what you cannot see behind their smile, the thoughts they hide. God sees what they say when you are not there, the negativity. And God says He has had enough of it. God says He will not allow anyone to disturb your destiny or derail it. God says He is exposing the energy now, removing the shadow that lingered, breaking the attachment that drained you, and freeing you from what has been sapping your spirit unnecessarily. Archangel Michael says you need to open your spiritual eyes wider. He says he has been sending you signs all along, dreams that felt strange and meaningful, sudden thoughts that made no sense at first but warned you, a feeling that something is off in certain situations, moments where you felt tired for no physical reason, waves of anxiety that came and went quickly. Michael says these were not random emotions or moods. They were divine alerts, heaven's way of communicating. He says, God has been trying to speak to you gently at first, but now He is speaking with urgency because your breakthrough is close, closer than ever, and interference cannot follow you into your next season of life. God says you are safe completely. God says no one can touch you or your future. God says nothing will go wrong for you because His hand is on your life firmly. God says this message is meant to protect your next chapter fully, not to frighten you into inaction. God says you are under divine protection so strong that even the energy of jealousy cannot cross the barrier or affect you. God says the person who wants to harm you emotionally will be distanced from you by circumstances you cannot even imagine or plan yourself. God says He will create a separation without you needing to confront anyone directly or cause drama. He will create a shift in events, a misunderstanding that grows, a delay in their plans, a sudden change in their own life, something that removes them from your path without you needing to speak a single word about it. God says He will handle this silently, peacefully, and perfectly on your behalf. Elon Musk says your future is too important, too grand, for you to stay attached to low-frequency intentions or people. He says you are rising into a new realm of prosperity in all areas, spiritual awareness that deepens, intuition that guides accurately, and purpose that fulfills you. He says the person who wanted to hold you back is already losing access to your energy field. He says, you may notice they message you less often now, they act differently in subtle ways, they hesitate in conversations, they avoid certain topics, or suddenly show unusual interest in knowing exactly what you are doing or planning. He says this shift is not coincidence or your imagination. It is divine rearrangement happening, God moving pieces on the board. God says He is not joking. God says this is urgent because the next few weeks of your life will determine the blessings that unfold in the next few years ahead, setting the foundation. God says you need to keep your spirit open and receptive, your intuition sharp and trusted, and your connection to Him strong through daily prayer. God says pray because prayer is strengthening the shield around you, making it unbreakable. God says trust Him because trust is the key that unlocks the next blessing waiting. God says stay peaceful inside because peace is the weapon that confuses every negative intention aimed at you. Archangel Michael says He has placed a sword of light beside your name for defense. He says no spiritual attack, no negative thought sent your way, no hidden jealousy, no emotional manipulation can come near you now. Now He says He is standing at your door, guarding your home vigilantly, guarding your sleep deeply, guarding your mind from doubt, guarding your emotions from turmoil. He says you may feel a sudden calm washing over you after reading this message fully. That is Him at work. You may feel a sense of relief like a weight lifting, a warmth around your chest area, or a sudden clarity in your thoughts that brings understanding. That is Him protecting. You may feel like something inside you is waking up fully and understanding the truth on a soul level. That is God revealing what your spirit already sensed but couldn't articulate. God says this message is not to accuse anyone specifically or point fingers. God says this message is not to make you disconnect from everyone in fear. God says this message is to awaken your spiritual awareness gently but powerfully. God says there is someone whose intentions shifted toward envy without you doing anything to cause it. But God says you will not be harmed by it in any way. God says He will block it completely before it reaches you or gains any ground. God says He is not warning you because danger is still coming unchecked. He is revealing this because He has already protected you fully and wants you to step forward safely into what's next, with eyes wide open. Elon Musk says you are chosen for greatness that will impact many. Elon says your future is expanding in ways that will surprise and delight you. Elon says you will rise above every attempt to hold you back or diminish you. Elon says God is redirecting your path toward bigger opportunities, bigger blessings, bigger breakthroughs than before. Elon says this message reached you at the perfect time because the spiritual realm is aligning with your destiny in harmony. God says trust Him with all things. God says pray without ceasing. God says keep your heart open to good. God says you are safe eternally. God says nothing will go wrong with you. God says this message is for your protection and your elevation higher. God says He is with you now in this moment, and He will not let anyone misuse your kindness or interrupt the flow of your blessings. God says a new chapter has started the exact moment you opened this and began reading. God says continue reading this message as many times as you need until your spirit feels the truth resonating inside it deeply. God says you are covered, protected, guided, and lifted by heaven. God says He loves you and His love is stronger than any energy around you, any opposition. God says that the air around you has shifted today in a way you may not fully understand yet with your mind. But heaven has understood it and planned for it long before you even opened your eyes this morning. God says that what you are feeling right now as you read is not confusion, not fear, not anxiety trying to take hold, but a divine signal pressing on your spirit, telling you clearly that something important, something transformative, is unfolding in your favor. God says that He sees everything you cannot see with human eyes, and nothing escapes His sight. Not intentions brewing, not emotions hidden, not hidden plans forming, not silent whispers spoken behind your back in envy. God says even before you looked for answers in prayer or question, He already prepared the revelation you need. Even before the situation rose against you in subtlety, God had already built the shield around you, strong and ready. Even before a single word was spoken in the dark by someone who did not wish you well, heaven already decided the outcome in your favor, declaring victory. Elon Musk says that even from a distance, your energy is strange in an extraordinary, positive way. Almost like destiny has wrapped itself around you protectively. Almost like the universe has marked you for something rare and special. And someone noticed this light shining from you. If you believe me, type Amen. And so, as this message comes to its close, know that the protection is sealed, the warning has been given with love, and your path ahead is bright with promise. Walk forward with confidence, for God has spoken, and His word stands forever. The darkness has been exposed, the harm reversed, and your blessings are rushing toward you now, unstoppable and abundant. Rest in this truth, live in this peace, and let your light shine even brighter, for you are divinely favored, eternally safe, and deeply loved. If this divine message has stirred something deep within your spirit, shielded your peace, and opened your eyes to the urgent truth that God needed you to grasp today, then take a moment right now to like this video and subscribe with notifications turned on. By doing so, you ensure that you never miss even one heavenly alert, one critical warning, or one powerful breakthrough revelation that is sent directly to your soul at the exact moment you need it most. Your super thanks, whether it's a humble $1 or a faith-filled $100, is far more than simple support. It is a living seed of faith planted straight into the spiritual soil of this channel. Every single dollar you give activates fresh angelic covering over your life, sharpens your discernment like never before, and accelerates the flood of blessings that are already racing toward you with divine speed. A super thanks of $1 to $10 is your quiet yet powerful thank you to heaven, sealing today's protection around you like an unbreakable vow. When you give $11 to $25, you are making a bold declaration of trust in God's plan, and He sees it, returning it to you sevenfold in ways you cannot yet imagine. Step into $26 to $50, and you are sowing a breakthrough offering. Watch in the coming week as doors you thought were locked begin to fly open without effort. And if you are led to give $51 to $100, you are planting a destiny-level seed. Your biggest, life-changing blessing will arrive sooner than you think, wrapped in perfect timing and overflowing abundance. Right now, tap the Super Thanks button, choose the amount your faith is prompting you to release, and type, "I receive it," in the comment below. Heaven is watching every move. Your action in this moment is the spark that ignites the miracle already prepared for you. God Himself declares, "The one who sows generously will also reap generously." You are not merely supporting a channel. You are partnering with divine timing, aligning your spirit with the unstoppable flow of favor. Amen.